Nail Soup Media. We specialize in websites, web communities, and internet products.
Okay, so uh, all of a sudden there's a big craze for podcasts. I was watching this video here, and and so and basically it's talking about podcasts and all that stuff, right? And they showcase this dude who I like. It's one of those things. Joey, this dude here, I don't Kissimmee. I don't know. Everyone's got different names. So basically, I mean, you go here and then you go to his thing, and he's selling podcast WordPress things. And I was like, that's just awesome. But it made me think, using the Wayback Machine of Nail Soup Media, in 2007, we had podcasts. We had podcast, and we had podcast players inside the sites. Now you can't see this because this is a snapshot of what the site was back in April of 2007. But 7.5 years ago we had podcasts in our stuff. So you know and then in 2008 you can actually see us saying podcasts, and you know listen to podcast, and this is going to a podcast page. So and in our sites we had podcasts, and then when and then in Facebook we had you know podcasts playing at the Facebook level, and it was awesome until Facebook, and we had full websites inside Facebook with podcasts and video and all that stuff, and then Facebook changed from, and this is back in 2009, changed things. So it's sort of funny how people are saying all this stuff about things when in fact um, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, we were doing things and saying things that are now everyone's on the bandwagon about. So nothing against it. We like it because we're gonna, we sort of put some of these things on the shelf because no one was really, saying that no one, clients weren't using it, and people in the industry weren't really supporting it. And then when Facebook had that massive change where all our stuff was, no longer usable, you couldn't play MP3s in the stream. You couldn't have the full width websites like we had, and we had to recode it all. That's when we sort of dropped some of the things. But because of someone recently, making us look at who we really are, we are going to start putting this stuff back in because we see that the world is now ready for what we were thinking about 7 years ago.